So, whatever challenges we may face, dear listeners, whether it's imposter syndrome or the allure of shiny objects, let's keep in mind that the solution is an ongoing process of self awareness, reflection, then taking action.
They say the third time's the charm. Let's hope it's true. Welcome back to another episode of What Else? The podcast where we explore the creative journey and find inspiration along the way. And I'm your host, El Slavinia. In the last episode, we talked about the topic of the shiny object syndrome, discussing how our constant pursuit of the next best thing can hinder our progress. And today, in another solo episode, we are going to tackle another common challenge that many of us face, the imposter syndrome.
Did you hear that? A shadow that lurks within me. In everything I do, it talks to me, and I listen. You're no good. You're a fraud. You'll find out. Fake. These words eat my very soul. Doubt controls me like a puppet dancing to the imposter's tune. Trapped, the world sees a facade, but inside I'm crumbling. I'm lost in a twisted maze of uncertainty. Is there any way out?
That was my interpretation of this topic, the imposter syndrome. It's that nagging voice that whispers doubts about our abilities, our accomplishments. It eats away our confidence, making us feel like frauds waiting to be exposed. Let's take a moment to explore our own experiences with imposter syndrome. What triggers these self doubts? Is it the fear of failure? Is it a fear of being judged? Is it the constant search for validation and perfection? Especially now in this modern age of social media, where we are in a constant cycle of comparing our achievements to others, which leaves us feeling inadequate. But on the flip side, I think there's a positive aspect to having imposter syndrome. It can serve as a reminder of our humility, that it acknowledges that we don't know everything and that there is room to grow. Even at this very moment, doubt creeps in. Am I good enough to share my thoughts? Am I making any sense? Why would anybody listen? To even questions as superficial as, does my voice sound okay? Am I annoying? All these doubts and questions, all because of imposter syndrome. However, go lang ta, focus sa goal. We are in episode 3, third episode in a week. Push na jud ta ani, tuloy-tuloy na jud ni. And our next milestone is for the 10th episode. And by that time, I know we will have grown and be better equipped with support and confidence to silence these self-doubts. And we get there by doing exactly this, by talking about it. Research suggests that discussing imposter syndrome and acknowledging its presence is one of the most effective ways to overcome it. When we engage in these conversations about our experiences with imposter syndrome, we realize that we are not alone in the struggle. This realization gives us the strength and confidence to overcome imposter syndrome's barriers so that we can break through it and persist in our creative journey. I'm going to read an excerpt from Neil Gaiman, who is probably one of the most talented creative writers this century, and I quote,
Some years ago, I was lucky enough invited to a gathering of great and good people, artists and scientists, writers and discoverer of things. And I felt that at any moment, they would realize that I didn't qualify to be there, among these people who had really done things. On my second or third night, I was standing at the back of the hall while musical entertainment happened, and I started talking to a very nice, polite, elderly gentleman about several things, including our shared first name. And then he pointed to the hall of people and said words to the effect of, I just look at all these people and I think, what the heck am I doing here? They've made amazing things. I just went where I was sent. And I said, yes, but you were the first man on the moon. I think that counts for something. And I felt a bit better, because if Neil Armstrong felt like an imposter, maybe everyone did. Maybe there weren't any grown-ups, only people who had worked hard and also got lucky and were slightly out of their depth. All of us doing the best job we could do, which is all we can really hope for. End quote. Neil Gaiman.
It's a great example that even with these remarkable people, with all their big accomplishments, they still felt that insecurity and self-doubt. So whatever challenges we may face, dear listeners, whether it's imposter syndrome or the allure of shiny objects, let's keep in mind that the solution is an ongoing process of self-awareness, reflection, then taking action. And that is exactly why we are trying to grow this platform, to support each other. Instead of perceiving our doubts as roadblocks, let's embrace them as stepping stones to our journey of growth. So let us know, how have you dealt with imposter syndrome in the past? Do you have any tips you can share with us? We would really like to hear from you. And now we are at the end of this episode. Thank you for joining me again on this introspective journey, which I think gave more fuel to questions rather than answers. But I still do hope that these solo episodes have provided some value and insight for you. We are still working on bringing you our first guest episode, so please stay tuned for those exciting conversations to come. And as we continue to navigate the realm of creative challenges, let's support and encourage one another to keep moving forward. If you enjoyed listening to What Else and found value in our discussions, please consider subscribing and leaving a review. Your feedback means the world to us. Until next time, what else?